Good morning, everyone. It's Gloria, and I'm here with Lily Beth. And yes, it's Thursday, but I'm not going to do Theme Thursday today because I already have Lily Beth dressed in a very sweet little outfit, and I just wasn't ready to take it off of her. And I will tell you why I have her dressed like this. You all may recall that in my last video, or perhaps the one before that, I had mentioned purchasing a little cross necklace for her at a baby shop that I went to here in town, and it was just so sweet, but it was very, very long, way too big for Lily Beth. And so I took it to my local jeweler and told him that it was for my baby doll. And would you believe that he shortened the chain for me at no charge? And I thought that was so sweet. So I wanted her to have on a beautiful little dress to show off this beautiful little necklace. So I wanted you all to see that, and I thought that was ever so sweet of him. And he thought that it was sweet that it was for a baby doll. But anyway, before I cover some other things in today's video, I wanted to show you what I have on Lily Beth today. This is one of my favorite dresses for her. It's a Feltman Brothers. I cannot remember exactly where I bought this. I think I purchased it at the Little Feet consignment sale that's here semi-annually. It has a little collar with some sweet little trim there on it. It has puff sleeves that may be a little difficult to see under this, but anyway, I just love the beautiful whatever that's called, and the smocking here with the little roses. And she has on a Feltman Brothers bonnet that's in newborn size. I bought this while we were on vacation in Franklin, Tennessee back in October. And there's my beautiful little baby's face right there for you to look at. And the sweater was hand knitted by my oldest niece who lives in Sea Island, Georgia. She knitted this about 10 years ago for my granddaughter. And she knitted also the booties and little cap to match, but my daughter misplaced those somewhere, and so I was able to get the sweater before she lost it, and kept it. And then, you know, when I got Lily Beth, I use it on Lily Beth. It's just too pretty to sit in a drawer somewhere, and it's the most luscious color of pink ever. And I'll show you, it has a little tuck at the bottom with the rosebuds. And now this little dress did not come with a diaper cover, so she has a sweet little nylon diaper cover that has a very soft ruffle around each leg, and then across, it's ruffles all across the little bottom and the back. And I got that at a little baby shop here. And she has some baby deer little ballet slippers on with a beautiful satin ribbon here, and some very pretty socks that I found at the thrift store that have some, it almost looks like tatted lace on it, and some little rosebuds with pearls in the middle. And so she's just all dressed up and nowhere to go. But anyway, she's a sight for sore eyes, and I just love looking at her dressed like this. And so I thought that would also lead to a couple of other things I wanted to talk with you about. And one thing is that I'm going to the Little Feet consignment sale in the morning. It will be downtown at one of our local churches in the gymnasium, and maybe I'll get a little footage. Sometimes I'm able to, sometimes I'm not. But I'm going very early in the morning, and I don't really have anything in mind as far as what I'm looking for. Just, you know, going to see what I can find. It's always overwhelming. There's so many baby clothes and baby things, and it's all in perfect condition and really great prices. And I always enjoy myself there. So, you know, whatever I purchase, I will be doing a haul video, more than likely the next day, or either maybe, who knows. Well, anyway, it will be forthcoming. And I wanted to go on and show you this. One of the sweet ladies that I have recently met on YouTube, her name is Di, lives in my home state here. we decided to do an exchange of outfits, and she happened to have one that she had bought at Goodwill for her baby girl, and it was an outfit in one of the vintage Carter's lines that I had been looking for a couple of years. I had bought the outfit like this new a couple of years ago, I guess, with tags, and I gave it to my friend Linda as a gift. And once I saw it, I thought, oh my goodness, I just love this. I'm going to look for one myself. And that's what started me searching for the pieces in the Bunches of Love line at that time, but I never could come across one in a small size, like 3 months or either newborn. And there's one out there on eBay right now that's new with tags that's 9 months. And of course, it's been sitting out there for a couple of years, I guess. They take it down and put it back up. But anyway, you know, way too big for Lily Beth. But Di was nice enough to say that once she had this little outfit on her baby girl, that she would indeed exchange outfits with me. So I sent her one that I had a duplicate of in the Sweet Daisy line. It was the little jumper or sundress, and then it has the little matching onesie underneath. And so I wanted to show you this. I have not pressed it or anything yet, and you will be seeing this on Lily Beth very soon. But I kind of want to wait till maybe a little warmer weather since it's such a beautiful spring outfit. But I love this outfit, and thank you, Di, again so much. I appreciate that. And it's got the little short knit blouse, and here of course, that's the little signature flowers on there from the Bunches of Love collection, little overall set. And it has the same little design at the bottom with the ruffle on the legs. And I know that this is going to be so cute on Lily Beth because I have the matching bonnet to go with this. So you'll be seeing that on her very soon. And Di's channel, I'm not sure how she pronounces it, so I don't want to murder the name, but it's D-I and then capital H-T-E-M-A-N. And I'm just not sure how she pronounces that since there's no vowel between the H and the T, and I just don't even want to try. But anyway, if you all would like to check her channel out, she's a very nice lady, has some very pretty babies, and she has some great buys that she finds at her local Goodwill and some other thrift stores. She lives south of me, and I wish she were a little bit closer, or we would, you know, get together and go shopping. But anyway, I wish my thrift stores were as good as hers. But anyway, wanted to let you know about that and how thrilled I am to get this outfit. And this has been several months ago, but I had just mentioned on one of my videos that when I had one of the fancier dresses on Lily Beth, that someday I would do a video of my favorite dresses for her. And Judy had said, well, you know, she would love to see that, and I told her that I would. And then, of course, you know how my memory is, it slipped my mind. And last week I was adjusting Lily Beth's closet because it had gotten too full, as you can imagine. And so I was looking at the dresses that I had just packed in there like sardines on hangers. And I thought, well, you know, this next video might be a good time to show some of my favorite dresses for her. And so I'm going to do it quickly because there's a number of them. And before I do that, I wanted to answer a question too that was posed to me by more than one person. But Carolyn Knight in the UK had said something like that she was, you know, could not believe how I knew the names of all the vintage lines, and how I could find all the pieces and that sort of thing. And so I kind of wanted to answer that question. because I don't want anyone to think that I'm some brilliant, smart person that just knows all this stuff. I don't. I will tell you how, and I may have mentioned before how I got started in this, but this has been like right after I got Lillie Beth. So this has been more than 2 years ago. At Goodwill, I found this little top, and I loved it. I did not buy it because the bottoms were missing. I went back about a month later, and lo and behold, the top had not sold, and there were the bottoms. And it was a little velour outfit, and I bought it. And after I brought it home, I was watching one of Linda Deskin's videos, and she had some items from this line on there, and I discovered that it was the Carter's Pretty Blue line, and she showed several pieces that she had in this line. So that was my first introduction to the fact that Carter's even had lines of clothing, back in the 90s and in the early 2000s. And so that kind of started me on my quest. And so I started searching, of course, at the thrift stores. I was doing a lot of thrift shopping back then, and at that time our Goodwill and the other thrift stores had several things to choose from. Since then it's not so good. But anyway, then I went over to eBay and started looking. Well, one piece led to another. If you put in Carter's Pretty Blue, a lot of times it will pull up the items that are in that line that the sellers, those whose sellers happen to know the name of the line. And then I just started looking under like newborn baby girl or newborn baby or 3-month baby girl. And then I would put in like dresses or Carter's rompers or Carter's blue rompers or Carter's floral rompers. Anything that I could think of that might bring up pieces in the different names, according to whatever they look like. If they were lavender, I would say Carter's lavender floral blouse or Carter's lavender overalls, girls, whatever, just any way to narrow it down. And if I couldn't find it that way, I would look through every single item. And of course, that was when I would only do that on days that I had a lot of time. Well, 2 or 3 years ago, there were more items in these lines available. And now they're scarce as hen's teeth in the small sizes. But that's how I discovered, as I would search, I would come across a different pattern that would look very similar to a piece in a line that I already was aware of. And so I would start a search on that, and one would lead to another. And then I also noticed that in these different lines, most of them have the same type clothing. Like, if there's an overall in one line, there's going to be an overall in the next. If there's a sundress in one, there's going to be a sundress in the other. If there's a romper in one, a romper in the other, and so forth and so on. Some lines were out there for longer periods of time, like over several years. Some were out there over just a season. Some out there just a couple of years. From what I can gather, it's all been a treasure hunt, and it's all been just having to come across them. And when I do, it's like finding a great treasure. And then with the help of Linda Deskin's, I would send pictures to her and say, is this in that line? And she would say, yes, it is, or maybe she didn't know. Linda Doberstein, she's another dear friend of mine who also has a number of these pieces in the different lines, and she's been a great help to me over the years in finding these. And so, no, I had no prior knowledge of the names of these lines. I just had to search them out myself and find them with the help of those friends. And it's been lots of fun. It's been a lot of work, very time consuming, a lot of late hours, but it's been well worth it. And, I have to say, I love these vintage lines more than I do, I don't care for Carter's now. I mean, they're beautiful clothes, don't get me wrong. They're cute as they can be, but they're kind of cookie cutter. And these were all quality made baby clothes out of really wonderful fabrics, beautiful embroidery, just adorable patterns. The styles were just so baby-like and just so beautiful to me. Now, not everyone, is so crazy about them. It may not suit everyone, but for me, it's been a joy and a great pleasure, and I've really enjoyed sharing my finds with you all, and I hope that you've enjoyed seeing them as well. And I feel like you do from the responses that I receive. I never want to tire people of seeing these, oh, here she is with another one of her whatever, I don't want it to be that way. I just want you to share in the joy with me of finding these and seeing for yourself what pretty little things that, that they had for babies just, 20, 25 years ago. It's just, I wish it were that way now. But anyway, the pieces have become quite pricey, and, unless I just happen to come across a good buy every now and then. So it's been great with the help of friends like Di. She was so gracious to trade with me on this piece and enabled me to get another piece in this line. And so I have a fair number of pieces in this line. I have no idea what they made in this line or the others. I just, have to go and see what I can find. And like if I'm missing a particular item, like a romper or whatever, I will continue to look under rompers and see if maybe there is one that I just haven't seen. Every now and then I will come across one. The most difficult pieces to find are the accessories, like the pacifiers or the toys, all the toys, the loveys, and the hats and bonnets. And like I said, I don't even know if they made hats and bonnets to match every one, but I'm assuming that they did, since, they made them for one, so I assume that they made them for the other. So anyway, I just kind of wanted to clear that up. And now I wanted to go back to what Judy had asked me to do, and a couple of others that I had shared, that I would one day show my favorite dresses for Lillie Beth. So I'm going to go through those fairly quickly, and you might, after seeing these, you might get a real idea of what it is that I love. You don't see Lillie Beth in these very often, but I do put them on her off camera, and of course, she has on one of them today. So here we go, ladies. I'm not going to go into who they are or whatever. I'm just going to show them to you because the video is getting rather long now. But this is a little pink knit dress that's so beautiful. And I got this at Babies R Us. It has the little diaper cover, and I think it's Koala Baby. But anyway, okay, here we go. This one. Ruffles all across the bum on that one. This one has a matching bonnet. It's a little short dress, not long like the one she has on. Has a sweet little diaper cover. This was her Easter dress a couple of years ago. I love blue on babies. So this one had, I forget what color ribbon in it. I did not like it. And so I changed it out to blue ribbon. It does not have a diaper cover with it, but she was beautiful in that. Here's another Feltman Brothers. Love their smocking and their precious little pink color. This one is Petite Amie. I love anything Petite Amie. I love anything Will Beth. Anything along those lines. These very sweet little roses in the smocking. So baby-like. This one is Petite Amie, one of my favorite. Bought this one brand new. So sweet. It's a very long dress. This one is, I think this one is Will Beth, I think. This is not actually a dress. It's a little one-piece romper. This is part of it. but it is so sweet. I love that. This is Petite Amie. Beautiful little embroidery there, and the tucking, and the gorgeous embroidery, and this heirloom type lace. And a lot of these come with slips. That one has a slip with it. This one I've had for years and years. I probably had it, oh goodness, almost 30 years, I guess. I bought this at Gaffer's, which was a local department store here. It's out of business now, but I bought it for my daughter for her baby doll. And it was an off-brand from Feltman Brothers. But I love it, and it fits Lillie Beth beautifully, and I have that for her. This is another Feltman Brothers that I have that's in a beautiful soft pink. Don't you just love that heirloom tucking and lace? It's so beautiful. And at the bottom, oh my goodness, I just love it. This is another Feltman Brothers. This has very special meaning to me. This was a gift from a little girlfriend of mine back 38 years ago. And this is the dress. She gave it to me at a baby shower for my youngest daughter, and my daughter wore this home from the hospital, and I've had that on Lillie Beth. And this was Lillie Beth's Easter dress last year, and I bought this at the Little Feet consignment sale. Whoops, the bow came untied up here. Handling it too rough, I guess. But anyway, they have this in high-end baby shop right now, but the smocking is in pink instead of blue, and the ribbon is in pink, and it's $70. I think I paid like $7 for it, and it was had never been washed. It looks like, it honestly looked like it had never been worn. I'm not sure that it had. And this is possibly Lillie Beth's Easter dress this year, because I wanted to keep with the white dress with the blue trim. I think this is very sweet. Now, my daughter gave me this one, and it's starting out, and they have a lot of beautiful baby clothes as well. But anyway, that was just a quick look at what I consider my most favorite dresses. I have a number of others in the closet, as you might imagine. Seems like I can never get enough of those. I certainly have way too many in that soft pink, but that happens to be, that and the blue happen to be my all-time favorite colors, and so that's the way it goes. Just I can't get my camera in focused. There we go. Well, anyway, I've kept you all long enough. It's 23 minutes. I usually don't make videos that last this long, and so anyway, I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. My voice is better. They're pretty sure that that it is caused from acid reflux and my medication that I take, or a combination of the two. So it may be that I'm kind of stuck with this from now on. We shall see. But I'm just praying that it will go away. And usually, you know, by mid-afternoon, if I do have my voice in the morning, by mid-afternoon it's pretty much gone. So anyway, I want to get off now, but while I still can talk. And anyway, I just send love and hugs and many blessings to everyone from Gloria and my precious Lillie Beth. Bye-bye, everyone.